Hello everybody! Today on Throttle Grotto we are doing a headlight upgrade on the Z32. We're going to put in some LED bulbs and hopefully make some improvement. So why are we doing this? Because the Z32 halogen beams are notoriously bad. They engineered through a lot of problems to get the headlights to work in this car as the designers intended, which I guess made them appealing to use in a Diablo. One of the problems that we're dealing with is like 1980s designed projector headlamps. Honestly, they're just not great. So let's set up the car and we'll get a before and after so you can see what these LASFIT bulbs look like with the halogens and then with the new bulbs. For those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know we just science the crap out of this stuff. And by science the crap out of, I mean I use what I've got to try to test things to the best of my ability. So this is my illumination test bed. It may or may not work. It's just a giant piece of cardboard and the headlights are about 8.5-ish feet away from the cardboard because that's what we've got to work with today. So I'm going to pop the hood and we're going to change one of the bulbs. Actually, let's get a baseline first. So I'm going to turn out the lights and we'll get a baseline as to, first of all, where the halogens line up and what kind of beam pattern they have. All right. So for test purposes, we're going to move this down one notch. Okay, so you can see here, halogen beams. I know they look fairly white, but the halogen beams are here, and you can see the projector has, for what it is, actually a pretty decent cutoff right through here. And of course, you know, like left-hand drive things, you are going to have a little bit of kick up so you can see street signs and stuff like that. Again, these are projectors designed in the 90s or even before that. This car came out in 90. So we're dealing with some really old projectors. Let's change one bulb. Fortunately for me, the 9006 bulbs are pretty easy to get to. Right back here in the engine bay. I don't have to jack the car up or move it or do anything silly to change the bulb out. But I'm going to put on some gloves, twist and release the bulb. So what some fine previous owner has installed or left in here is a 51 watt Sylvania 9006 bulb. I don't know if you'll be able to see that there or not. Pardon the messy welding table. So here is our 9006 bulb. These are the LASFIT 9006 replacement bulbs that I got. You can see the 9006 on the box. I did not get these for free. I paid for these out of my own pockets. They do come with some cotton gloves if you choose to use those for handling purposes. Some decals, a product booklet, how to bulb, and then the bulbs themselves. So the reason I picked these is because they dimensionally seemed to be pretty close to the 9006 bulb. I know one of the critiques people have on LED bulbs is that the filament placement is, you know, like, especially in early ones where they just kind of jammed everything together. The filament placement didn't really line up with where the bulb was originally. And you can see here, like there's the filament in the 9006, and the LED chip is almost in the exact same spot. Plus, this bulb is low profile enough that it should tuck in like just like the original one did. Let us go ahead and throw this one in, and then we'll test it out. The bulb locked in just like a OEM bulb would. It's a little bit stiffer to put in because of the new gasket on the bulb itself. So let's set everything back up again. So you can see the beam on the right is, the cutoff is a little bit better on the right here, where you can see this is the cutoff line as opposed to the cutoff line of the halogen. There is still a little bit of flare up that you can't see on the cardboard. The color is, you can definitely tell the color difference now between the LED and the halogen. So I'm going to swap out the driver's side one real quick so we can check out this part of the beam. Keep walking in front of it. This part of the beam right here, the kick up. So one of the interesting things about the driver's side bulb, I don't know if I can get the camera to pick this up. There we go. 92012. I don't think it's a part number. That might be a date stamping for a bulb that's been in this car since 92, which, if that is the case, that's pretty amazing that it lasted this long. Actually, looking at it a little bit closer, you can see there where it says Toshiba Japan, right on the side of the bulb there, right above my thumb. So that 92 is most likely a date stamp, which means that was the original headlight bulb. Crazy. All right, we are back with both bulbs installed, and there we go. So you can see, still has the kick up there. Still have, I can move this over here so you can see the flat cutoff where it comes in here and then kicks up and then starts its upward trajectory towards your local street signs. And then over here, I've got a camera recording device in the way, but we kind of have the same thing on the passenger side. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how these look, like forward of the car, and I'm also pretty happy with how they look in the car when the headlights are on. All right, so that's it. I'm really super happy with how these turned out. If you have a Z, I guess, or a Diablo, it's a really nice upgrade to modernize the look of your car a little bit for not very much money. And at the time I made this video, they had a sale on their website. I don't know if it's still active. I don't have a code for you. I'm really sorry. But they're, I'll say my short-term review of these is good. And if you're interested in a set, head on over to their website and pick up a pair. I think I paid like under $40 for these. And again, huge improvement over the original headlight bulb. So that's all from Throttle Grotto. Until next time, get out there and work on something.